Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss some more string handling operations possible with strings in Python. In the last video on strings in Python, we discussed some of the basic operations and we discussed how to access an individual characters of a string using positive index. Now in this video, let us start with how to access the individual characters of a string using negative index. If you are using the positive index to access the characters, then you can access the characters in forward direction. That means from left to right. If you are using negative index, then your characters can be accessed from right to left. That means in the backward direction. For example, let us have assume a string my country with an exclamation mark at the end. Now, when you are having positive index, the index of the first character is 0 from left. Then index of the last character, the exclamation mark is actually 10. Okay, that is at the rightmost end. So totally there are 11 characters in this, and the minimum index in the positive side is actually 0 and the maximum index is number of characters minus 1. So 11 minus 1, it is 10. Now you can use negative index. You can use negative index to access the elements in the string or access the characters in the string. So the negative index is starting from the rightmost character of the string, and the minimum index or the smallest index or the index of the first character from the right backward direction, actually in the backward direction or from the rightmost end, is actually minus 1. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, like that till it's having 11 characters, so minus 11. Now let us have a small example how to work with negative index to access the characters. Let me create the same string s is equal to my country, and an exclamation mark at the end. Now the string is created and I want to extract a portion. Okay, I want to extract, or I want to access a particular character in the string. I want to access a particular character in the string. For example, I want to access the character C. Now character C is having index in positive or in negative. So if you are taking the positive index of this C, it is 0, 1, then space, that is 2, then 3. So positive index of C is actually 3. Let us print the character C using positive index. So S of 3. Now, if you want to display the same character C by using negative index, you have to start from rightmost end. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, and minus 8. So negative index of this character C is minus 8. So let us print that. So print S of minus 8. Now let us run the code and let us see how it is behaving. So before that, let us save the file. For example, string demo.py. Now you see the characters are printed. That means the character C is printed by using positive index and negative index. So I hope that you understood how to access the characters using positive index and negative index. Now let us move to the next content, strides in slicing. What is slicing? Already we discussed what is slicing in the previous video. So slicing is actually it's a process of extracting a portion or a substring from the given string. So it's a process of extracting a substring from the given string, and it should start from a particular character and end in another character in the same string. So when we are doing slicing, what is the regular syntax is string name, then in set of square brackets, first the start index, or the index of the first character, then colon symbol, then end index, is actually the index of the last character in that range. So now let us have a small example on that. I want to extract the word country from this string. So I want to extract the substring country from this string. Let me assume another variable s1, and that is going to store that extracted substring from this string my country. Now, how can I extract a collection of characters or a set of characters from the given string by using the slicing operation? And the slicing is starting with uh, the name of the string, for example, s, and a set of square brackets. And then within square brackets, first I have to provide the starting index. So starting index is the index of the character from which I want to extract the substring. So here you see what is the index of C from left to right. That means in positive index it is 3. We already discussed that. Now next one is I want to print till y. Okay. So what is the index of y? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Right? So 9 is actually the index of the character y. So I want to print till that character. So if I give 9, let us see how this program behaves. Yeah, actually the problem is we have not printed it. Let me print it one time. So print s1. Okay. Now let us check how it is behaving. It is printing up to countr. The y is missing. So what happened to that y? Because when you are mentioning the end index, if you are mentioning 9, that is the exact character up to which I want to extract, but the end index will be considered up to 9 minus 1, that is 8. So that end index is not included in the range of index actually developed in this slicing. So if you want to have 9 y, that means the index 9 in your range of index developed, then you have to give up to 10, so that then up to 9 it will extract. Right? Now let us check it again. You see now it is printing up to y. So always understand the behavior of end index in our programs. Right? Now this is what the normal slicing is. Here what you want to understand is, suppose if you are extracting a set of characters from 3, index 3 to 10, it is extracting the characters or the consecutive characters. Okay, it's assuming that once the first character is at index 3, the next character is at index 4, then 5, then 6, then 7. So from the current index, that means from the first index 3, the next index is calculated by adding 1 to that, right? Then next index is again adding 1 to that, right? So actually if you are not mentioning um, what are the characters or what are the positions from which you want to extract the characters. You simply mention starting character and ending character, and it assumes that the next index or index of the next character to be extracted is actually plus 1 from the previous index of the previous character. So this is what it is assumed, right? But that now adding that 1 to that index of the current character that is extracted is called as step value, right? So here you not mention any step value, so 1 is assumed as step value. Okay, 1 is assumed as step value, but you can assume a step value that is other than 1. So default step value is 1. That step value is called as stride. So stride is a third optional parameter provided when the slicing is carried out. So here what you can do is, you see I am providing one more parameter after another colon, and I am mentioning 1. What does it mean? Index of the first character is 3, then if you then character at index 3 will be printed or extracted. Then next index or index of the next character to be extracted is adding 1 to this 3, that is 4. So now next one 4, then plus 1 with 4, then 5, then 5 plus 1 6, right? So what is happening, you are mentioning a step value here, and that step value is actually 1. So from the index of the character extracted currently is added with 1, and you are getting the new or index of the new character to be extracted. But this is actually the default stride value or default step value that is added. So now let us go back to definition again. So stride is a third optional parameter. You can omit that, provided when slicing is carried out. How? Stride is a step value added to the index of the current character extracted, right? So the index of the current character is actually added with the step value, so that you are getting the next index of the next character to be extracted, right? So default stride value is 1 if it is omitted, okay, right? Now here I specifically mentioned 1, even though I am not mentioning 1, the default value is 1 only. Now I want to display the characters C, then U, then T, then Y alone. That means the first character to be printed is actually 3, and up to which character I want to extract? Y. There is no change in that. But I don't want all the characters in between. I want character C, then U, then T, then Y. So what I want to do, starting index of the starting character is 3. Okay, because first character extracted is to be 3, or in the character 3. But next character to be extracted is not no next one, immediate next character. Actually, it is the character after okay, one position. That means if you are what is the index of the current character? 3 C, that is 3. Then what is the index of the next character to be extracted? U, 3 plus 1 4 plus 1 5. So if you are adding 2 to index of the current character extracted, then you will get the index of the next character to be extracted. Now from U, what is the next character to be extracted? T, right? So from U, if you are what is the index of U? It is 5. Then plus 1 6 plus 1 7. If you are adding again 2 to the index of the current character extracted, that is 5, then you will get 7. 7 is the index of the next character to be extracted, that is T. Then again to get Y, you add another 2 with the index of the current character, that is 7. So you'll get 9, and 9 is the index of the last character to be extracted. Now in that case, you can have different step value. I'm giving, see, another different step value too, right? Now let us check how it is working. You see, it is not displaying all the characters, but with two positions apart from the current character. So it is displaying the characters 2 positions apart from the current character, right? So this is how this stride values are working. Now let us have a small example with the negative indexes. Let us have a small example with negative indexes. I want to print the same key word country but using negative indexes. How can I do it? Right? Let me give for example, what is the index of the first character actually? In negative side, it is -1, -2, -3 up to -8. So index of actually negative index of character C is -8. So let me give -8 here. And what is the index of the last character? That means Y. It is actually -1, -2. Okay, -2. So let me give -2, right? And since I'm requiring all the characters without any omission, let me assume that the stride values no default. Default means all the characters from left to right. Okay, sorry, all the characters from left to right. Right. Now let us check how this is working. How this is working, right? You see, let me run the module. I want the word country, but let us check how it is printing. It is again printing only up to COUNTR. Why is missing? What happened? Right? The same behavior. If you are providing end index -2, that is a negative index of this Y, it will print only up to uh, -2, -1. Okay, already we discussed end index -1. Up to that it will print. So now you mentioned end index -2 and -2 -1, it is -3. So what is -3? Actually the character R is there in -3. So it is printing only up to R. What I want up to -2 to be extracted. So in that case what I want to have is, I want to have -2 after the calculation of end index. That means after subtraction of 1 from end index. In that case, you have to provide -1. If you provide -1, -1 -1, it is -2. In that case, the index of Y. Now it will print, we guess, right? Let us run the code. Yes, now it is printing, right? So it's very important to understand the behavior of end index in our programs. Okay, right. Now, uh, stride values can be positive or negative. Suppose, right, I want to have another string as example. Let me give 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my string. Okay, this is my string. And in Python, there is one uh, operator, that is multiplication or repetition operator, that is actually repeating the given set of characters in the string. Okay, it is repeating the given set of characters in the string. So let me repeat the characters s for a particular number of times after mentioned after that asterisk symbol or star symbol. So star is actually it is called as repetition operator that will repeat the set of characters available in the string s for a particular number of times mentioned in after this star. Let me mention that 5 number of times this is there in that particular string. It is going to be there in the string s1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be repeated 5 times, and that resultant string will be stored into s1. Okay. Now actually let us print one time this s1. Okay. Now let me remove this. Now let us print this s1 one time. To see, it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 times. Okay, because we are repeating the characters 5 times. Okay, so star is a repetition operator in Python to repeat the set of characters available in a string a particular number of times, and the resultant string can be stored in somewhere else. Okay, some in another string, right? Now you see what is our resultant string now? Okay, what's our resultant string now? It is 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so 4 times again 1 2 3 4 5. Right. So 5 times 1 2 3 4 5 is there in the string. Now what I want is I want exactly all the ones. Okay, I want exactly all the ones from the string. I don't want every character from one till the end. Okay, I want only all the ones from this particular string s1. Okay, right. How to do it? Okay, s1 is actually 1 2 3 4 5 5 times. Okay, now I want to extract all the ones available in this string. How can I do it? You see, if you work with positive index, what is the index of the first character? It is 1. Okay, so 1 is available in the first index itself. That means 0, right? So in that case, let me do the slicing again. Okay, with slicing again. So S2 equal to S1 of, right, S1 of, then starting index is actually index of the first character. It is 0. But even if you are omitting that, it will be assumed that it is 0. Okay, so let me omit the starting index. Okay, let me omit the starting index. Now I want till the last occurrence of this one. So this is what the index of the last occurrence of one. Let me take one more character after that last occurrence of one. So for example, up to 2, right? So for the first 4 times, it is the index of characters is actually starting from 0 till 19. So index of this 5 is 19. Okay, index of this 5 is 19, and now this is 20, and this is 21. Okay, this is 21, right? So in that case, what I do is I am taking up to 22, right? In that case, it will take up to 21, right? So in end index is 22. Then colon, I want to give a stride value. If I mention 1, again it will extract all the characters from left to right from the first index. But I don't want all the characters to be extracted from the string. What I want is I want this character. Index of this is 0. Then this one. Okay, next occurrence of 1. In that case, this is 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So index of first occurrence of 1 is 0, index of next occurrence of 1 is 5. How can you get 5 from 0? 0 plus 5 is 5. Now again next occurrence of 1 is this one. What is that? This is 5, then this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, next occurrence of 1 is available at the index 10. So how can you get the next occurrence of 1, that is 10, from 5? Again add 5. So the step value 5 if you are giving, then it will add that step value with the index of the current character extracted, or index of the first occurrence or the current occurrence of the 1 is extracted, and you will get the index of the next occurrence of 1, right? So now stride value is actually 5. Okay, and now the resultant string will be added to s2. Let us print s2 now. Okay, let us print s2 now. Now let us run the module. You see it is printing all the ones. Okay, so by giving the stride value 5, the intermediate characters or the characters in between are omitted. Only the characters which are only the character 1 is printed 5 times, are extracted 5 times. Now let us have another example with negative slicing. For example, I want to print only all the 5 digit 5 in this string. Okay, so in that case what can I do? If I use the negative index of the first character, that means index of the first occurrence of 5 is -1, right? So let me give -1. Okay, then index of the last occurrence of 5, right? Actually there are again up to this one there are 20 characters, so up to -20 will be the index of this, -20 will be the index of this one. Then this is -21, this is -22, right? So I at least I can go up to this 4. Okay, so this is -22. Okay, this is -22. In that case I have to give till -21. So -21 -1 is -22. It will take up to this 4. Okay, and so let me give -21 as the end index. Okay, right. Now what is the index of the first occurrence of 5? It is -1. Then next index of index of the next occurrence of 5 is actually -2, right? -3, -4, -5, -6, right? So index of next occurrence of 5 is actually -6. How can you get -6 from -1? That means from the first character, by subtracting 5 from that. So that means -1 -5. This is actually -6. Again for the next occurrence of 5, if you subtract again 5, you will get the next index of the next occurrence of 5. So let me give -5 here. Now we hope that this will extract all the 5 digits 5 from the given string. So let us run the module. You see it is extracting all the 5 digits 5, right? So now this is how this no stride with the positive indexing and negative indexing are working, right? So I hope that you understood how to work with strides in slicing. Now let us move to the next content. What is that? Is reversing a string. So in some of the applications, you want to reverse a string and you want to use it. For example, you want to check whether the given string is palindrome or not. What is palindrome? A palindrome string is a string. Even if you are reversing the string, you will get the same word as a result. Right? So a reversed form of string is equal to that string itself. Then it is called a palindrome. So how to reverse a string in Python? So in other programming languages, we have some predefined functions to reverse a string. But in Python, you don't need to go for any standard library function. Just you can use this slicing process to reverse a string. So if you want to reverse a string using slicing process, what you want to do is you have to mention the string from first to last. Okay, you have to mention the string from first to last. That means from the first character till the last character. Okay, and at the same time, always if you are omitting the first character and last character, then the index of the starting or the starting index will be assumed as first index of the first character, and in index of the start end index will be assumed as index of the last character. Even if you omit the starting index and end index, it will take the whole string as it is, right? So in that case, we can simply omit the start index and end index. At the same time, the stride value should be -1. The stride value should be -1. So that is how we can reverse a string. So let us check it. So let me work with the same example. I have S2. S2 is actually okay. Otherwise, let me work with S1. Okay. So S1 is it is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 times. Okay. Now let me reverse the string S1 and to have it in S2. Right. You see, as I told you, when you are reversing a string, the start index and end index both will be omitted. That means they are optional, so they can be omitted, but the stride value should be -1. Okay, and now the whole string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 times will be reversed and it will be stored into S2. Now let us print S2. When we run the code, yes, the whole string is now reversed from left to right to right to left. Okay, so this is how we can do reverse a string using Python. Okay, let us have one more example with the strings. Instead of this, yes, let me have happy here, right? Happy here, and let me ignore this repetition of the characters, right? And I am simply reversing the string by using -1 as a straight value and omitting starting index and ending index. And here this S2 will contain the reversed form of the string happy. Let us check it. Okay, let us run the code. Yes, now happy is actually reversed. You see, happy is reversed, and this is how you can reverse a string in Python. I hope that you understood this video or concepts explained in this video, and in the forthcoming videos, I will explain a little more on the strings, some of the built-in functions on strings, and some other operators on strings. Keep on practicing and um, keep on watching the videos. Subscribe the channel Program for Programmers by Felix and press the bell button for further notifications. And happy programming. Thank you.